Hi guys, so in this recording we will be working on adding text box, labeling the text box, adding radio button and input number box in the website. So we'll start with the text box. So if you need to put a text box, you just have to enter under body. I'm using a new notepad here and it will be in a separate of different website. So you will just have to put the input type tag and our value would be text. Okay, so we can have a text box. So if you want more, you just have to enter that one, and every box you have to put break rows, so they will be there will be space and they will be in this form. They are next to, or I mean below the first text box. Okay, this is just for the text box. Now if we'd like to add a label on our text box, we will be using the label for tag. Okay, and we will put it before the text box. So we have the label for, and then we have, because usually the text box is used to collect information, so we will use first name and last name. And in our text type, we will be adding here the first name, so the ID first name. We'll be inserting the ID first name here after the text. Alright, so ID, our ID would be first name, and let me just, okay, ID is equal to first name, so this label will be connected to this text first name. Okay, and then we will have our last name label. So we have the label for last name, and this one will be adding the ID last name in the value. Alright, so that's how it looks. I'm just going to remove this. Okay, and let's see how it looks if we are able to do it correctly. So we'll refresh the website. Okay, there, so you can enter that one. And if you need to resize this because you have a lot of information, so all you have to do is to just add after the text box that you're creating before the label. You just have to add size. Okay, let me try that one. Okay, let's put size here. Okay, after the name, put, oh no, it should be size. So size 50. Okay, we'll put size 50 here, and let's save and refresh the website. Alright, so you can see that our page has become, or the text box has become longer. Okay, now let's go to adding radio buttons. Okay, that's for the first name. So to add radio buttons, you will need to put input, add another input in the body, and this time our input type would be radio. But okay, I have already here the break, so okay, that should be good. So I have here, I will put first yes, and then no here. So the radio button would be yes, no button. Okay, so if we have the input type radio, our name or value would be yes or no. Okay, so let's check that. Alright, so we have our yes or no button. Okay, now let's move on to adding number input. Okay. So, for example, we would like to, we'll be adding options, or we would like to, for example, this is about the website that I have been created, is about travel website. So I would like our visitor to select a place where they would like to visit. Okay, so I'll be adding in the body the select but tag, and it will be closed here. And under select, will give them the option, or we will use the option value. Okay, so the option value is Bali. Okay, and we put the Bali here so they can choose that one. We have Mexico City and then Thailand. Okay, so if we save that one with the option value, okay, now let's change a little bit because this one should be down here. So I forgot to put the break row here. We should put that one. And it's still incorrectly done. We were not able to copy this part. Okay, that should be fine. Where is that? Okay, let me see which part is having problem here. Okay, save it again. Refresh. Okay, now so our select is select option is here, the Bali, Mexico and Thailand. And actually I can add here something like before that select option, I can add like a label before that. So I will do something like that, and I can add like places you'd like to visit. Okay, next to that is adding a date. Okay, so so they now have the option to the place where they would like to go, and I would like to ask them, want to know when would be the, or how many days they would like to stay in that place, to be in that place, and what are the dates. Okay, so I will put here, enter the date you want to travel to Bali. Okay, I will in the, let me just try it. Where would you like to go? Okay, let's see what will happen. Let's just explore. So I have here, enter the day you want to travel. I have the input type date. So the date and the value would be day. Okay, so I can have a date and we'll put the break row. Then numbers of day, like for example 10. So the input type, numbers of day, the input type would be number, and the value is num days in short of. And I can add here, we can close here if you don't want any range, so you can put the angle greater than angle bar here. But I would like to add a minimum days, like they're only allowed to stay there for this minimum number of days and maximum number of days. So let's try and see what happened now. Okay, so where would you like to go? I have this select option, enter the date you'd like to go. So when you click that one, I have the dates here where they can choose. Okay, and then the number of days here is on this part. I can only choose until 10 because that's the maximum, and 1 is the minimum, so there's no negative there. Okay, so that's how you add the number of days. It's as simple as that, and let me just do it properly. So I'll add our break row here, so I can, alright, this part will add break break row. Okay, and save it. There. So they have now the select option, the date, and the number of days, and yes or no button, and entering the first name. Okay, so thank you for listening, and you have a great day.